Hi Girl Scouts! Welcome back to Gardening with Melon. So I'm here in my backyard. My dad's over here watering the trees. Say hi, Dad.
Hi.
And let's see, we got our dogs over here. We got Cusco and Jack. Jack was just taking a drink from the hose, but now he's over here. So last week we planted a lot of plants in our garden. Here is the planter box. We got some more plants that we're going to plant today. That's why we got them in these containers still. But I wanted to show you all the progress of the garden so far. So I don't know if you remember, but we planted some corn, or if you weren't here last time, we planted some corn. And look they've begun to pop up with little seedlings. Right here, that's a little seedling. It's all bent over. We got one right here. Right here. Got one right here, over here, and even right there. So in just 1 week, our corn seeds have already popped out of the soil, so that's really awesome. And our other plants are alive and well. We got our carrots right here, our cucumbers. We planted some strawberries also, and they're doing good.
Strawberry?
Oh, we found a strawberry. Look at this one starting already. Look, we got a little baby strawberry. How exciting. And so we got all those plants going already. And then we're gonna plant some more in a little bit, but I wanted to explain a little bit more about how these plants are growing. So my dad was actually just watering the garden so that it stays nice and moist. So like I explained a little bit last week, plants need water to grow. And I have this little diagram to help show how plants grow. So plants use photosynthesis to grow. I know this might be backwards for you, but you can still see the picture. So they will take water from the ground that they absorb through their roots. They're going to use sunlight, and they're going to use all the sun energy, and that's going to go in through their leaves. That's why you want to make sure you don't plant your plants too close together, because they need to all be able to get sunlight on their leaves. And then they get carbon dioxide from the air. That's actually what humans breathe out. So we help plants by breathing out carbon dioxide. And then all that goes in through the roots and through the leaves, and they create sugar. And they keep some of that sugar in them, and that's their energy. And other parts of their sugar becomes the flowers, and bees take it when they help pollinate. And we eat it when it becomes fruit or vegetables. And it's just very delicious. So plants need water, and they need sunlight, and they need carbon dioxide, and they need good nutrient-rich soil. And aside from, they also let out oxygen as well as sugar, and we breathe in oxygen. That keeps us alive. So some plants, like tomatoes, they create lots of flowers that become tomatoes. So this is one of our tomato plants, and soon it will start creating little flowers that will become tomatoes. But other plants, they don't create as many flowers, and they mostly grow under the soil, like carrots or potatoes or onions. And we actually have a really big root plant. Those are all root plants. We think it's a carrot, but we can't quite remember because we planted it a long time ago. And we're actually gonna pull it up right now. Dad, would you help me pull it up? He's getting his spade. And look how big this plant got. This is all the bushy top part of the plant. And under there is a little bit of roots. I don't know if you can see it. All right here. And we're gonna help pull that out.
All right.
So let's see.
First thing we do, chop off a couple lower leaves.
We gotta take off some of the branches from the bottom so we have a good place to hold on.
You dig right?
Dig around, wiggle it a bit. I'm covered in a carrot plant. We think it's a carrot. Oh, it's really deep in there. It's very, whoa! Let's see what we got.
I guess it's a carrot. It's a white carrot.
That's a white carrot that just came from the ground. Look how big and bushy the top is. That's all the leaves that are getting sunlight. Cusco, stop barking. These were for getting the sunlight in. And then this was the big root. This root's actually just trying to get nutrients. and it's gonna be delicious, and I think we're gonna make a salad with this. Don't you think, Dad?
Yep, looks like edible.
Oh, wait, you can tell it's a carrot. Smells just like one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, so you know those little carrots that I showed you earlier in our planter box? They're gonna grow up and be huge carrots like this. And I know it's all dirty and it's kind of a funny color for a carrot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and break it in half. But it is a good carrot inside.
We'll leave this in the garden to give back the nitrogen into the soil.
Cool.
And this is the food that was produced.
Here's our carrot. Yum. All right, so now that we talked a little bit about how plants get their energy and what they do with their energy, do they make a big root that becomes a potato or a carrot, or do they make a big flower that becomes a fruit or a vegetable like a tomato or a strawberry? We're gonna plant some more plants because we didn't plant enough last week. So we have, let's see what we got here. We have a bell pepper plant. So this is an orange bell pepper. So I really like these on salads or sauteed into stir fries. What else? We have a yellow bell pepper plant, also very delicious. We have more tomatoes because tomatoes are our absolute favorite. These ones are called Rapunzel tomatoes. Let me show you why. They grow like this, with all the tomatoes towering down from each other like a long ponytail like Rapunzel has. And then we have super sweet 100 tomato plant. So it's gonna have super sweet tomatoes. And you know, I bet you can guess what's coming. More tomatoes. It's called an early girl tomato. So these ones will grow sooner than later.
They start almost 2 weeks sooner than all the other tomatoes in the
Oh yeah. My dad just said that they grow sooner. And then after the tomatoes, we're gonna plant some flowers. These ones look a little rough. We kind of forgot to water them 1 or 2 days, but we think they're gonna pull through. And one of the reasons we plant these marigolds is because they keep out insects that are bad for the garden. See, oh, here we go. We have some marigolds also over here that are in much better shape. So they're actually,
not get too hot, and the difference between being healthy and not is how much moisture you keep the soil content, so that the plants don't get dried out and start to die, but they stay healthy and moist.
Yeah, so they got too much sunlight and not enough water, so the soil didn't stay moist. So we're gonna plant these in the corners of our garden, just one in each corner, so that it helps keep away the bugs that like to eat plants. It's just they're a natural pesticide. They naturally keep away plants that are bad for the garden. So first, let's go ahead and plant one of our bell pepper plants. So, Dad, do you want to plant the first one? You want to plant the orange one and I'll plant the yellow one?
Alrighty.
So we're gonna dig the hole.
And then dig a little deeper than I need to. And loosen it up for a taproot. Squeeze and wrinkle this so all the seeds come out, all the roots come out. Pack it in to where it's level with the rest of the soil, or a little bit higher, so that the stem doesn't get rotted out from standing water. And then what I like to do is I like to just champ the soil. But other than that, it's ready
Nice.
for water.
All right, I'm gonna plant the next one. So now we got our nice, that was our orange bell pepper. Now we're gonna plant the yellow one. All right, so we're gonna do it right here, right there. So I'm gonna dig the hole a little deeper than it needs to be so that it's easier to get the plant in. This soil's a little tighter. There we go. Got to squeeze so that all the roots come out and all the dirt. Shake it a little. Don't leave it in the sunlight too long. Pack it in there and cover it back up.
And then you can pull the plant up about 1/2 inch high now. Just right from the stem. And then
So
keep
that it
packing.
gets lots of wiggle room. Oh, the camera got sideways. All right, and that's how you plant the bell pepper plants. And we're gonna make sure that we water it and that we pull any weeds that are around it. And we're gonna help it have a nice, long, happy life, and hopefully it gives us really delicious bell pepper plants. So this is us watering it just a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and a little later we're gonna plant the rest of those plants that we pointed out to you. We're gonna plant some more tomatoes like we did last week and the marigolds. And we'll be sure to show you the progress that it has next week. I'm still so excited by all these little corns. Just wanna show you again. These all just came up in the last week from little seeds. This one's still trying to get on it. So they grow really fast. So I would love to hear if any of you all are starting any gardens in your home or even outdoors. I remember last week we talked about starting a little basil windowsill garden in just little tiny containers, or any kinds of herbs, basil, oregano, cilantro, parsley. Or maybe you got a potato or some celery or even an avocado pit and you started to see if it would grow roots. And I would love to see that. And if with a parent's permission, if you want to write it in the comments and let us know, that'd be so cool to see what you're doing. And I also want to remind you that we have a ton of awesome activities going on with Girl Scouts. You can go to girlscoutshcc.org and we have live webinars. We have really awesome instructors teaching art classes, outdoor classes, cooking, science, so many fun things. And then we also have an outdoor adventure camp coming out. It's going to be next weekend on the 25th and the 26th of April. And it's going to be really fun, and girls get to build a campsite in their house or maybe even in their backyard and learn lots of skills like knot tying. It's going to be really fun. And you can even earn some of the steps or points towards the Get Outside Challenge. And you know, you're actually getting one just by visiting the garden with me every week. That's one of the steps of the Get Outside Challenge. All right, so as a reminder, I'd love to see anything that you all are working on, and let me know if there's anything you want to learn about for gardening. Next week, we're going to talk about how we're keeping the soil really great for our plants and how we weed and all those things, and we'll show you the progress of our garden. All right, bye. See you next time.
Bye-bye.